Hello, this is Jeffrey Wyrick with Keyword Rampage. Today I'm going to show you the 3 basic steps to keyword research, and then I'm going to show you how you can use our new tool to automate this process so that you can handle other things when running your business, like checking your email or answering important phone calls. The first step in this 3-step process is making sure that you have search volume traffic coming in. The best way that I know to do this freely is by using the Google AdWords keyword research tool, which I will go into further detail about in future videos, but for now, just want to show you the website that you can use. The second thing we want to do once we've discovered how much search volume we have and filtered out the search terms that have too little or too much is to go on to the Microsoft Ad Center and check for what they call OCI, which stands for Online Commercial Intent. Once we have a guarantee that there's commercial intent, we want to come back to the basic Google where we started and run a check to make sure that we have competition. No competition generally means there's no money in this niche. In this case, you can tell I've already ran a little search here so that we can check the time, so I can show you how fast and easy our tool is. You'll notice that we have clock here. My partner's time, I work kind of late with him because my partner's in Australia. It's 6:05 p.m. where he's at now. Let's bring up our tool. With the settings, I'll go over these real briefly. Your local search volume, I generally only focus on this when there are rising trends because local search volume means last month. It doesn't focus on anything else. A lot of people have the belief that it means something local, regionally, or geographically. It only refers to the results that came in last month. Sometimes those aren't yet compiled. Quite often it'll tell you there's not enough data. So unless it's something trendy or a holiday, I generally leave these search results alone. But I did want to include them in the tool when we were developing this. The global results, which we will put a little bit more focus on, show the overall average from a 12-month prior, starting last month and going back 1 year. So I would like to, in general, make sure that there are at least 1,000 searches each month for the broad match. That's how people naturally type things in, without quotes or anything else. With the phrase match, I'd like to do the same thing. That's with quotes. And with the exact match, where they use the brackets, I want to make sure that we're getting an average of at least 20 searches a day. So we'll say 600 there. The maximum, most people when you're first starting out will tell you not to go above 50,000 searches, so we'll use that as a benchmark. Phrase to broad match, I like to make sure that we have at least a 50% ratio, both globally and locally, although remember in this case we're not going to use local volume, so that'll save us some time. And the same with commercial intent. Next we go on to our competitors here. And for a broad match, I try not to go over 10 million. So we'll say 9,999,999. And then for phrase match, I try to keep it under 1 million. So we have 999,999 searches. Excellent. Next, I'm going to choose my geographic region. I'm going to choose Australia here. We're going to choose the term mortgage. And we're going to label our search Mortgage AU for Australia. As mortgage does not include anything adult-oriented, we're going to leave this unchecked. We would like to have Google give us some ideas, some suggestions. And of course we want to use any synonyms possible. Now, the next step in this process is to simply click the Go button. It's this little button that comes up here. Before starting the tool again, it is now 6:10. Oops. The tool is asking for our CAPTCHA code. EUHGNL. And now we're gonna let it go. I'm gonna pause the video while this does the search, and we'll come back and we'll check the time again, and we'll make sure that we can check the results to make sure they're good. I'll talk to you in a moment. Okay, we're coming down to the last few competition searches here. Letting it wind down. As soon as this is done, we'll check the time and see how long it took the tool to actually do the research for us. Remember, while this was going, I was able to check my email. I could have made an important business call or done any number of things to make sure that the project ran smoothly. You'll notice this is now done. We'll go back over here to show the time in Australia. We'll refresh the page. It is now 6:27. We started our search at 6:10. That means that in 17 minutes, while I did other things, the tool did all the work for me. And you'll notice that I don't have to go back and change any settings. The only thing I had to do was make sure that my software was in its own folder, because it's going to save its results inside of that folder. And then when it was done, it saved 4 files. So let's open the last one where it checks for competition, results with competition. And let's expand that column width there to, let's say, 30 so we can see things. You'll see we have 18 results. Guys, this is all low-hanging fruit, easy to target stuff. None of these would be hard to target with a little bit of SEO work. In fact, we have a client lined up already waiting for this information, so I have to get back to work and do a little bit more digging as soon as I get this published for you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.